Fala, séries desse universo e de outros universos. Estamos continuando então Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Mais uma parte, mais um episódio aí dessa saga maravilhosa que tá, tô curtindo demais. E vamos com tudo. Não esquece de se inscrever aqui embaixo e tamo junto. Layla. Tá diferente, hein? Nossa. No último game ela tava... sei lá. Eu não joguei as DLCs, então eu não sei que aconteceu alguma coisa com ela. Das DLCs do Odyssey. Que ela tá bem diferente da campanha principal. Olha isso, mano.
At the University of Cambridge, Dr. Searca told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000.
2012 foi quando o Desmond morreu.
This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening. And if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve forever.
Vai ter novo fim do mundo?
Went on to say,
Caraca! Tipo, o Desmond morreu à toa.
New and improved citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean. How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
Olha, ela achou o corpo dele. É por isso que ela tá vivendo, né? A gente viu que no Origins eles agora não precisam ter uma linhagem ancestral que nem no sangue mesmo. Eles coletam o DNA e
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
conseguem entrar na história. Longe de casa? Onde que você tá, fia? Imagina aqui na Inglaterra, né? Canadá? Isso aqui parece um Canadá, isso aqui parece. Essas árvores aqui parece Inglaterra. Inglaterra não tem montanha quase.
Mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The
Rebecca e
generator's
Tchau.
stuttering.
Nossa, eles estão
That's
diferentes.
fine. I needed
Mudaram
air.
pra
How
caceta.
was the Animus data stream?
Tipo, a
Comfortable?
aparência deles, né?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Tem nada a ver com as primeiras versões lá
Just give me a
na época do
sec and
Assassin's
we can
Creed
jump back in.
2. Não curto muito quando eles fazem essas mudanças muito drásticas nos personagens. Sendo que são os mesmos.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
Dá uma exploradinha aqui, né?
Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that.
Será que aquela amiga dela também tá?
You gonna put
Buenas.
this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half
Uma
a minute.
loira?
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge.
Não lembro o que aconteceu com
Sean,
ela.
don't forget to water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar. I'll tattoo it on my leg.
Tatuar.
That's quite nice. Soothing.
Realmente.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it.
Caraca, tá carregando fardo, hein?
Let's have a look.
Lixo. O que tem no lixo? Deixa eu ver. Interrogatório de Oberg. Oberg. Arquivo corrompido. Nice. Carta dos pais. Meu nome é Layla. Bom, vou deixar aí na live se vocês quiserem dar um leve pause. Ou até quem tá no YouTube acompanhando. Quer ler? Tá aí.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Caraca! Análise espectral revelou coordenadas de uma sepultura nórdica na Nova Inglaterra, Estados Unidos. Ah, caraca, eles estão nos Estados Unidos, mano. Como que o Eivor veio parar aqui? Na América. Para Layla, Desmond.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. A stagnation sets in, you know? A fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved love to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I
Caraca,
don't
mano.
normally like touching, but
Que
there's
reflexão
an exception now.
tensa
I am
essa
not
do
hugging
Desmond.
you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
De fato é um meio molda quem nós somos. Porém nossas personalidades podem mudar. Se queremos nos manter nesse caminho ou não. Doido, doido, doido.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig.
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye. Or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh, we'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer
Estou
in
inserindo
ways
outras
that
coisas
others
na
can't.
mitologia. Ô, e
That's
aí,
not
Batman?
something to be
Estou ouvindo um
proud of.
áudio aqui, cara.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It
É o
has a
Desmond
Poledex.
falando.
It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy. God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did.
Cara, a Lucy morreu,
The
mano.
pain
Foi
I
triste,
caused.
velho.
I know.
Assassin's Creed
But you're
Brotherhood.
special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Mas, ô, legal ter essa interação com o Desmond. Fazia um tempão que não aparecia nada do Desmond, né? Da hora. arquivos locais. Se alguém quiser ler aí depois, quem estiver vendo no YouTube, tá aí. Não vou ler. Está aí. Mas que é o pai, o relator, William Miles, pai do Desmond. Ele é o líder da ordem atualmente, nos tempos de hoje, em 2020, né? Valeu por esclarecer alguns detalhes. Agora, certamente, eu vou dormir. Eu estou com Covid. Não. Nossa, vocês colocaram Covid no jogo. É só nós três viajando juntos, sempre discretos. Olha que louco. Contextualizaram pro período de hoje. É por causa do Covid? É por isso que estão sendo cautelosos por alguma outra coisa? Que doido, cara. Da hora. Caraca, o pai dela trabalhava na Abstergo. Puta. Quer dizer, trabalha, né? Eita. Ah, eu acho que isso aqui é algum e-mail. Olha lá, em 2019. Eu acho que era o pessoal dos assassinos indo atrás. Porque eles já estavam descobrindo as coisas atrás da Abstergo por conta própria. Ah, nem sabia do credo nos dias de hoje. Bastão do Éden. Adquirido como portadora da águia Cassandra, 2018. No caso, a gente foi com o... Ah, esqueci o nome dele. Lexios. Mensageiros, isso. Nossa, é muito arquivo, eu não vou ler agora, rapaziada. Isso aí fica pra um outro momento. Olha, nossa, olha essas fotos. Senhor. Beleza. O que eles têm pra nos passar aqui? E vamos voltar lá pra máquina.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years,
Caraca, mano.
then you
É
wear
louco.
that thing until we say
Acaba de
otherwise.
novo o mundo.
William's orders.
Saudade de
I know.
Desmond. A galera
It's
odiava
not
ele,
a
né?
problem.
It's just a few more
Ele era
weeks, yeah?
da hora, mano.
Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
Mas eu fico feliz que a Ubi tá investindo em protagonistas de volta. Tá fazendo falta. Era só uns caras aleatórios nas máquinas.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The two data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like two minds. Fighting
Ah,
over
isso lá
one
no
brain.
começo.
It
Ah,
hurt
no
like a
comecei.
shotgun to the head.
Ficou louco.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping
Que
again,
amigo?
let us know.
Tô ligado.
I'm trying. I really am.
Não lembro. Puta. Eu acho que é isso, né? Falamos com todo mundo, vimos umas coisas e tal. Dá uma olhadinha ali fora, viu? Aqui desse lado. Bonitão, hein? Nossa. Ah, a aurora boreal, o que eles falaram na notícia? Que é eterna, né? Não vai embora. Loiro. Nossa, muito doido isso. Bora, bora, bora. O ônibus mudou, né? No decorrer das histórias dos jogos, né?
All right, time to go.
Diversas vezes.
Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead. Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript if you're looking for something. I can go
No,
and...
I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... That message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep.
Onde já ouviu isso aí?
And in
Lá
my
no
sleep I dream.
computador.
And in my dreams, I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf.
Aparentemente foi esse áudio aí que eles, sei lá como que eles receberam isso, mas
Find me. And save us
que levaram eles a esse local.
from another death.
Eles são nos Estados Unidos, então.
Unsettling, that is.
Que misterioso.
That pulse in the
Tanto
message.
misterioso.
Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
I ready.
Here we go.
Go, 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 go.